Now a swing and a ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
You know, he's really pitching well in this game. All you got to do is look at the swings they're taking. He's got guys out in front. He's got them guessing. He's coming up with some ugly swings from the opponent.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Terrence Rodecker. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Grounded to short. Hammond has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left. Standing in, Doc Hammond. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Hammond.
Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. Liner towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Digging in, Tom Lynch.
First baseman, number 2, Tom Lynch.
Fastball hit on the ground is short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Ready once again, Lorne Bordick. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Lorne Bordick.
Set. Here's the 3-1. A double play ball to second. 4. 3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. Standing in, Doc Hammond. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Doc Hammond.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on. Stepping up to the plate, Archie Cruz.
Archie Cruz.
Chopped weakly to the left. He's got it. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. So stepping in,
leading
Doc
off with a smoky.
Hammond. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it's a 7-2 game now.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run. Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The Braves secure their 10th victory of the season. Terrence Roedicker gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Steve Mesa was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com.
They left 10 men on base. For the Smokies, 2 runs.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Game 1 here. Digging in the switch hitter, Doc Hammond. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First pitch on its way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Harold Reynolds, you take a look at the home 9 as they enter play here this afternoon. They're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, it's been a pretty good homestand. They're 3-1 right now. They're playing good baseball, but that 4-1 really kind of separates them. That's why today's game's important.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
And really stretching out the at-bat as he steps out for a second time. 2 down, runners at first and second. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Dickens going back on it. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Digging in to try it again, Doc Hammond. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, and a good decision there to sweep this away in foul territory and make him try it again. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And the throw will go to second as they get to force out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Leonardo Blanco. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. 1-1, here it comes. Pitches a cold strike, the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but striding in once again, Freddie Dickens. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Dickens.
Hot shot on the ground to short. Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ball. Digging in for his second at-bat, Garrett Trent.
Garrett Trent.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Ready for another chance. Thomas
Now batting,
Drake.
second baseman, Thomas Drake.
Here comes the 0-1. Oh, look at the dive. He gathers the throw. Got him. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. The three of us are back with more following this. Digging in once again, Doc
Now
Hammond.
batting,
No hits in
shortstop,
2 trips to the plate
Doc
for him in the ball
Hammond.
game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Well, if you're wondering how good his stuff is, that is it right there. They're not picking him up in this day game right here, and he's got good stuff working.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, he's got a double play situation right here. If he can get the ball down, everything's been up. So I'm not really looking for a double play. It might take 2 or 3 hitters to get out of this jam.
And he'll step out for a moment to reassess things here on an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Boy, he's just been setting.
Digging in and looking for more. Hideki
batting,
Nishii.
catcher,
Couple of singles
Hideki
to his credit thus
Nishii.
far. Chopped weakly to the left. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Coming to the plate now, Doc Hammond. And Dan, what's
Leading off
gone
for
wrong
Tennessee.
for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs
Doc
away from being
Hammond.
shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Ready for another shot now. Leonardo
Now
Blanco.
batting, catcher, Leonardo.
Throw
Blanco.
over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. And another throw over. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Nobody out, runner on first. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. The tag, and he is cooked at first.
So much for that lead.
Three 3-0 the final score in this one today. Ken Diaz notches his 3rd win of the year. Doug Mays was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Ray Ramos wraps it up for the save, his 9th of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Hey, look at the numbers. This is what you want from your starting pitcher. He gave them 7 strong innings and
Final
sets
line
things up
score for our
perfectly
ball
for the
game
bullpen
for the
to
Victoria-
seal the deal.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp and the Tennessee Smokies. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Craig Crum, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. Harold, what do you got?
Well, this has been a little bit of a mystery. I mean, he really struggles at home. You got the home crowd behind you. You got the mound you're used to pitching on an awful lot. But he hasn't been able to get it together. Maybe this is the game that turns it all around for him at his home ballpark.
Stepping up to the plate, Forrest Ellis. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Hammond. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. Digging in the switch hitter, Doc Hammond. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
0-1.
And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. 2 out, nobody on. And, oh, look out as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Now the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Jason Haynes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Jason Haynes.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chopped weakly to the left. Hammond is up with it. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Well, that's a nice infield single.
Striding in once again, Doc Hammond. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Hammond.
Hit out towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being. Ready once again, Doc Hammond. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball that just misses inside. Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation. So making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Only play to first, so the sacrifice works that time. Ready now, Doc Hammond. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Doc Hammond.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Well, he's got him thinking right now. There's a fastball, then he comes back at the curveball and gets him out in front. I think when you get him out in front like that, you come back and throw another curveball right here.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Felder is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
The Stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage of the Southern League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp and the Tennessee Smokies. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Jake Buchanan will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, HR?
Well, he's had a little bit of a struggle against right-handed hitters, and to me, that's the key to this game. They're hitting over 300. Right-handed hitters over 300. So he's going to have to get the right-handers out if he wants to win this game. Let's see if he's able to execute against the right-handers in this one.
Standing in, Stuart Bowles.
Left fielder, Stuart Bowles.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. On the ground to short. This could be 2. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. HR, how do they go about ending the losing streak they're mired in?
Well, the key here, Matt, is clearly execute. They got to catch the ball.
Into the box now, Doc Hammond. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. In there for strike 1. One out, nobody on. Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 0-2, here it comes. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Ready for another chance? Stuart Bowles, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Stuart Bowles.
Hit on the ground out to short. Hammond. Throw gets him, 2 down. Digging in, Doc Hammond, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1.
I'm sitting here shaking my head. I'm tripping, man. I mean, I've never watched a guy throw this many strikes. First pitch strike. He's 100% in the game. Every batter, first pitch for a strike.
Oh, 0-1. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Ready with the 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Down the first baseline. And that's a fair ball as it's through into right field. Molina is on his way home. In to score the runner from second. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Steve Garcia comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. But 1's all they get as the run scores.
Wow, a perfectly executed safety squeeze right there, and that's such a tough play to defend when it's done right. It can be risky, of course, but not as much as the suicide squeeze. Good call from the dugout on that one.
This is on the ground over to first. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Digging in once again, Luis Hernandez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Doc Hammond. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Hammond.
First pitch on its way. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A little bouncer. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Infield single, as innocent as it may sound, that might be a rally starter right there.
Ready for another shot now. Steve Garcia. He's got an RBI despite an 0 for 2 effort to this point. Seared down the first baseline. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. Hammond rounds third and is digging for the plate. The tag, and he is out. Digging in, Basil Bolton. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Basil Bolton.
0-1, here it comes. Hit to short. And that's through, a base hit. Felder rounds the corner and is headed home. But not in time, and just like that, this ball game is tied.
The left fielder, number 31, Richie Span.
To short. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Stepping in, Doc Hammond. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Hammond.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And this is fouled at the plate. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out. At the plate, Doc Hammond. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Ripped down the first base line. But this is foul for the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a little tapper. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Shea Vigil.
Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be one there? On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. Coming to the plate now, Doc Hammond.
Doc Hammond.
Here's the first pitch. And this is fouled straight back. The 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
And this will be fouled away. Now the 1-2 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time.
Got him.
And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Didn't look to me like that was much of a... Striding into the box, John Rodriguez.
John Rodriguez.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Hammond. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. Yet another shot to end it right here as we move on to the home half of the... At the plate, Doc Hammond.
Shortstop, Doc Hammond.
Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I tell you what, he had to honor the fastball. The fastball, the pitch before, and back with the changeup, that's a great combination.
And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least 1 more. Striding in, Doc Hammond. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And I believe your tying run's going to be in scoring position right away as this is down for extra bases.
That's the perfect answer after you've given up the lead in the previous inning. Put the tying run on second and get the momentum going back in your favor. Now we'll see if they can cash in.
Standing in, Steve Garcia.
Steve Garcia.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. 1 away. Now at the plate, Leonardo Blanco, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And that's a base hit as the Romo scored to tie our ball game at 6 apiece.
I love the late inning at bats when you come up clutch right there.
Digging in for his second at bat, Freddie Schroeder. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit back up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. Yet another shot to end it right here as we move on to the home half of the inning. And we are all even at 6 apiece.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where we left off.
Hammond.
Doc Hammond. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or two after this one.
Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first two swings. Big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit and try to put that ball in play.
Line toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Into the box, Rich Schroeder. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a bit surprised to see the bullpen inactive right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. Even though he's pitching okay, I do think you have to look at the end of his role.
Oh, a great. The throw. He is out. That was exceptional. He got the out. Stepping into the box, Doc Hammond. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. Here's the first pitch. Chopped weakly up the first base line, but that one rolls foul. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. Got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
I really like how the catcher and the pitcher are reading swings. The pitch before, big power swing. Then they pull the string on him and get him out in front early. He has no idea what's coming now.
Now the 0-2 pitch. That misses. 1-2. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least 1 more. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Hang with us, folks. We'll keep going till. Now to the plate, Jason Haynes.
Third baseman, Jason Haynes.
The 3-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs on 2 base hits, no errors. At the plate, Forrest Ellis.
Second baseman, Forrest Ellis.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Oh, a diving stop. He gathers the throw. Hats off to that one. Now at the plate, Doc Hammond. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Shortstop, Doc Hammond.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard on the ground to short. Beautiful diving stop. Not in time. Impressive effort that time, but now the winning run is aboard. Stepping into the box, Steve Garcia.
Steve Garcia.
Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. And he'll dive back in safely. And another throw over. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Now the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. In now, Leonardo Blanco.
Patrick Leonardo Blanco.
The 3-1 pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. Stepping in, John Rodriguez.
Now batting, right fielder, John Rodriguez.
The 0-1. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Doc Hammond. He's looking for hit number 5 in this one right here. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
The 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get them to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
Now time granted here at the plate as he'll step out of the box. Possible game winners at second base here with 1 away. He chases after ball 3, and instead it's 2-1.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he will make the catch back there as they're a step closer to getting out of this with 2 away now. A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. Tennessee with a big total of 22 hits. Alec Mills earns his 3rd win of the year in relief as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Freddie Schroeder struck out 13 in the. It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop in the Southern League. Now at the plate, Rich Schroeder, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There's one. On to first to complete the double play. Digging in the switch hitter, Doc Hammond. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Doc Hammond.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hot shot down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
0-2.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Time for a look at the.
Ready for another chance? Doc Hammond. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once. Safe to say he was fooled by that pitch. He was completely off balance in every way.
1 out, nobody on. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Stepping into the box, Shea Vigil.
Catcher, Shea Vigil.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Oh, look at the dive. He's up with it. The throw. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets a run. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Doc Hammond. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Now he'll step off and fire to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. And another snap throw to the bag. Runner back safely. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
A dive, but he's back. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate so he'll step out and ask for time. Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. Line hard to the left side. But this is a foul ball. 2 out with the man at first. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. One and two, here it comes. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
Now another 1-2. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Ellis has got it, and the side is retired. So no runs here, no base hits. Ready for another shot now. John Rodriguez. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Oh, on the ground is short. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play. But boy, was he ever upended at second.
The catcher, number 4, Luis Hernandez.
Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. Spahn heads for the plate. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Ready once again, Doc Hammond, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Swing and a high pop-up toward the stands behind third. Haynes is over now, and he's got it for out number 2.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Jumbo.
A player is addressed about a troubling trend in his plate performance of late. The coach advocates a more disciplined approach.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp and the Tennessee Smokies. It's baseball. It's the show. So striding in, Doc Hammond. He's been feeling pretty good about things recently as you see the numbers over his past 10 contests. First offering on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. HR, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, Matt, they've been a little up and down on this road trip. A little inconsistent, but 2-2 is not bad. Better than being 0-4. They win this game today, though. It really kind of turns the tide for them a bit.
Bolton moves over. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 1 inning in the books here. The Smokies are on top. Digging in for his second at-bat, Doc Hammond. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Bolton racing back. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. Uh-oh, he whips on it.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
Digging in to try it again, Steve Garcia. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Steve.
And the runner's breaking for third. Now he'll step off, but he gets back in time, safe at second base. Pulled toward right center field. Rodriguez will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Striding in once again, Doc Hammond. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second, and a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Well, here they go again. Another base hit. This one leading off the inning here late in the game. But they put together some base hits, but haven't been able to get that big hit to drive in the run.
Steve.
1-1. Here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Dias is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning. Ready for another shot now. Leonardo Blanco. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away. Ready once again. Bill Lingo comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the 2-2. Pitch strike 3 called. The throw. It's there. He's out trying to take third, and a poor gamble in hindsight there. Digging in once again, Forrest Ellis. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard.
Now batting, shortstop.
Ready for another chance? Doc Hammond. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Quick check on that tying run at first. Runner back safely. The 0-1 pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Felder looks up. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. So a 2-run shot to left center. 8th home run on the season for him as they take the lead 4-3.
Hey, when you hit a blast like that, it just shows you this kid might live up to the hype. I know he's only in Double-A ball, but with a swing like that, he's got a chance to be a big-time player in the show. Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Simon Rodriguez claims the win out of the pen, his first. Jared Kelly earns the save out of the bullpen, his 7th of the campaign. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
A minor leaguer is assigned temporarily to a new role. Always looking to fill needs, clubs will explore every way a prospect might be capable of contributing.
The Stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage of the Southern League is on the air. A good matchup here for you tonight. Digging in the switch hitter, Doc Hammond. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. HR, our home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Man, I know they won their last game, and it looks like things are starting to turn, but they've really been struggling overall recently. I just hope that was the sign of things to come, that they've turned the tide and they'll start playing better ball. Now, Matt, that was a fastball. He had to have made up his mind that he's going to swing as soon as he releases it. That wasn't even a breaking pitch, and he was hacking.
And that jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. The next 0-2. And this is fouled at the plate. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Has a look, now the pitch. Hit out towards second. Valero takes it in. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So they get a man to second here in the opening half inning, but fail. So coming to the plate, Michael Valero. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Reached for and popped into the air, back behind second. Dietz backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out. Digging in for his second at bat, Doc Hammond. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. Now the 0-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Moving under it, Brito. And that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Ready once again, Doc Hammond. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And a ball 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Oh, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
Sechrist will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Doc Hammond.
Doc Hammond.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Hey, this game is getting interesting real quick. The last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Here comes the 1-0. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Sechrist going back on it, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's 5-2.
Well, that's a big base hit right there. Now you got a 3-run lead. You always play to beat that bloop and that blast that can hurt you late in the game, and now they've got that cushion.
Digging in and looking for more, Steve Garcia.
First baseman, Steve Garcia.
And now the runner's trying for third. High pop-up. Mendez is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this is swung on and missed, so they come right after him, and it remains second and third, but with 2 away now. Ready for another shot now. Bill Lingo. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Has a look, now the pitch. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Ortega is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Socrates Brito, the next to bat. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring one run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. We've played 8 full. The Smokies lead it 5-2. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Doc Hammond. First pitch of the at-bat. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
The 1-0 delivery. A pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Swinging a soft liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Well, that's a great example of just pure hitting. A switch hitter takes the ball the other way. This is something they work on from both sides of the plate. Nice execution.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Steve Garcia. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up to second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Tennessee Smokies and the Jackson Generals. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Ramon Brito, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Harold, what do you got?
Well, he's got interesting numbers, and if you look at his strikeouts to walk ratio, it's 1-to-1. So it's not great, it's not terribly bad. It means he throws strikes, but he doesn't have the stuff that's going to totally dominate hitters. Got to rely a lot on his defense. We'll watch and see how this one unfolds.
Batting third.
Now at the plate, Socrates Brito. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Hit hard up the middle. A jumping catch at second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Stepping up to the plate, Doc Hammond. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-0 delivery. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2. So stepping in, Dexter
And
Sechrist.
leading off
He
for the
drove in
Generals,
one of their 2 runs
left
in last
fielder,
night's ball game.
Dexter Sechrist.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Hammond is after it. But he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Yeah, and after that one, it looks like the first run of the game could be coming pretty soon. He got a pitch that he liked, and he roped it to the outfield. Then he showed the speed necessary to make it all the way around to third.
Ready for another chance?
Now batting,
Doc
the center
Hammond.
fielder,
0 for 1
Doc
for him here in this one.
Hammond.
And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
1 out, nobody on. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Brown finds it, and he makes the throw to first. Hammond is retired, 2 down now. Digging in and looking for more,
Now
Michael Tolero.
Second
1 for
baseman.
2 on his line so
Michael
far in the game.
Tolero.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Ito into shallow left, and that's the first out of the inning. Trips to the plate for him in the
Hammond.
ball game. First offering on its way. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. Jackson leads this one 3-0. Striding in once again, Doc Hammond.
Center
No hits
fielder.
in 3 tries
Doc
so far. He's
Hammond.
struck out once. Into the windup and the pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
That's exactly what you don't want to do first pitch. If you're going to swing first pitch, you want to drive it. You can't take an ugly, bad swing on the first pitch when you know what you're looking for. They got to be more patient because you're going to get more pitches.
Hit hard to third. Beautiful diving stop. He goes to first. Got him. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Ready for another shot.
Yeah, man, it's worth it. Fun game. I don't look like Wilkes.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Sechrist has it in his tracks. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing across here this half. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. stepping in and ready for another
Now batting,
shot, Doc
the center
Hammond.
fielder, Doc Hammond.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Here comes the 1-0. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
That's so difficult to hit. Hard fastball and a nasty curveball. You just have to sit on one or the other and hope he throws the one you're looking for.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. I like that too. You get points for a lot of stuff. You don't lose very many either.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Well,
Damn.
demonstrated there. That's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time. Bases are
Yeah, I
empty.
know
1
it
man
was. Sucks.
in the dirt, but
Damn.
swung on and missed.
Get on base.
Is after
Get on
it.
base.
And the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Don't know what I was swinging
Ready
at there.
once again, Juan Vizcaino. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Juan Vizcaino.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hammond is over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
They just moved me to center field this game.
Yeah, and that's a sweet win, especially on the road. They took the lead in the top of the 13th and held on to it in the bottom to secure this win.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Dylan Floro claims the win out of the pen, his first. Jared Kelly records the save, his 9th of the year. So that'll just about do it. For
Kind
Harold
of
Reynolds,
advance it
Dan
until-
Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian.
until it's
This
time
has
for
been
you to
presentation
make a
of
play.
MLB The Show. For more,
Fans, our
don't
final
forget to
line
check
score.
out
First for the
theshowNation.com.
victorious Smokey. 4 runs.
Like Road to Glory, you'll like this. So much more. Alright, man. Catch you.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Ought to be
Really struggled and not been able to figure it out. They're giving him the ball, though, and anytime you get the ball, you got a chance to turn it around. We'll see if today's the day he turns it
Leading
around.
off for Tennessee, center fielder.
stepping into the box.
Hammond.
Doc Hammond. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And this is going to be a foul ball.
That was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. This is pulled into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
So he took advantage of the young guy right there. He continued to throw fastballs. First one, second one, then he got the base hit on the third one. Don't be afraid to mix in a curveball.
So striding in, Steve Garcia. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. And a step off. A runner at first with no outs here. And there he goes towards second. Hit on the ground to third. And a rather easy first out.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the home team. And this shortstop has got a cannon. He's got one of the best arms you're going to see. Shortstop position is tricky. You go deep in that hole, second and third, and if you can make that throw across the diamond, you got one of the best arms ever, and he is in that category.
And the throw gets him at first on as fine a play in the hole as you're ever likely to see. 2 away now. Standing in, Bill Lingo. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Valero comes up with it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Now at the plate, Juan Vizcaino. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
That was terrific. You always hear keep your hands inside the baseball. That's a perfect example. The ball was in, and he took it back up the middle.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Doc Hammond.
Fielder, Doc Hammond.
Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone. A home run.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty.
Striding in once again, Ken Sneed. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. The 1-2 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Hammond on the move. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. The runner from first crosses the plate, and he will pull into third with an RBI triple.
Well, that's a big at-bat right there.
Digging in once again, Dexter Sechrist. He hit a sac fly earlier. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be. Henry rounds third and is digging for the plate, and a relay home, and he is in there.
Well, you just keep adding on. That's how you win games.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Doc Hammond. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. And he takes ball 1. 6th inning, 4-1 is our score. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So no runs here. Ready for another chance? Doc Hammond. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Sneed is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Now at the plate, Seth Figueroa. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Liner toward right center. Lingo Has a long run, but he takes charge for route number 2.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious Jackson Generals. 4 runs on 9 hits.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way. Now at the plate, Doc Hammond. They've got 2 already home in the inning and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. First offering on its way. Now a bunt attempt here, and he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. HR, you take a look at our home-standing ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Well, I know they won their last game, but they've been struggling a lot lately, and so I'm not convinced with just the 1 win. Maybe that's the beginning of things, though. Maybe they'll put together a nice streak. They're a pretty good club, but I'm just a little bit too concerned how bad they've been struggling as of late. Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
The tag, and he is out. Digging in the switch hitter, Steve Garcia, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Now he'll step off. A runner on first with 2 away. And he'll step off. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Snead will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 2 runs. Now at the plate, Chris Ortega.
Center fielder, Chris Ortega.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. On the ground up the middle. He's got it. To second for 1. On to first to complete the double play. And with that, here's a glance at the start.
Well, Matt, they're not going to run. I mean, they don't put a lot of pressure on you trying to steal bases. They'll take the extra base if they need to, but they don't run much. They're a team that sits there. They're going to be a lot base to base, rely a lot on the power. This is a total contrast to what we've been seeing throughout the league the last couple of years.
Here comes the first pitch. Runner's going. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Mendez will range over to make the catch just beyond the first base dugout, and that will end the inning. Digging in to try it again, Eric Cruz. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. 0-1, here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Ito into shallow center. He makes the running play. 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Miguel Mendez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Hammond sprinting after it. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Henry rounds the corner and is headed home. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 3-2 ball game. Ready once again, Doc Hammond. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Weak chopper up the line. That's a foul ball. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
We are watching him reach back and just challenge it with the fastball. Now we got a 1-2 count, and that's 3 fastballs in a row.
The 1-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call. Standing in, Marlon Steele. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Steele.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Digging in now, Doc Hammond. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, man. Second on the team and runs batted in.
Strikes to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one.
Now batting, left fielder, Saul.
High in the air out to center field. Hammond is camped under this one, and that will retire the side. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We've played 8 full. Jackson leads this one 8-6. Domingo Marmolejo takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Doc Hammond is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the pitch. In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's thrown the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
That's popped up out towards short right field. And not the start they were hoping for as the leadoff man is kept off base to start the.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious Jackson Generals.
The Stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage of the striding into the box, Michael Valero. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hammond is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Now batting, Doc Hammond. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Back up the, oh no, that got him. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound.
Man, was he flying down the line right there. Now I know there's 2 outs and he's not quitting. Maybe this is a rally starter with a 2-out infield single.
At the plate, Tyler Michaud.
Batting 7th, catcher Tyler Michaud.
And a step off. No score here as we play inning number 2. Runners on the move for second. Hit to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Stepping up now, Ryan Henry. His average coming in way up there in the 380s.
Ryan Henry.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hammond on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Digging in for his second at bat, Doc Hammond.
The center fielder, Doc Hammond.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. The 0-1 pitch. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough.
Socrates Brito, the next to bat. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Socrates Brito.
The 1-2 pitch. Here's a blooper out toward left center. And there's their first hit of the game.
This is when you really know you're on a hot streak. When the ball falls in like that, you sit back and you just say, I'll take it.
Ready for another shot now. Doc
Center
Hammond.
fielder.
He's singled
Doc
in 2 trips to the
Hammond.
plate thus far. Fastball in there for a called strike. Comes set with the 0-1. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
That's a nice. Job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And a very big mistake, as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position.
And things have really unraveled on him in a hurry. He gives up a 2-out single, then he throws a wild pitch to put him into scoring position. He basically just threw a double, and he didn't even earn it.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit. Coming to the plate now, Juan
And leading off
Vizcaino.
for the
0 for
Generals.
1 for him here in this one.
First baseman. Juan
Fly ball out
Vizcaino.
toward left center field. Campos giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Ready now,
Now batting,
Doc
The center
Hammond.
fielder, Doc Hammond.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
Fans are final line.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Jake Buchanan, a right-hander from North Carolina, is the man on the mound. What do you have for us on him, H?
Well, he's really struggled with runners in scoring position. Over 300 average coming into this start. So, to me, it's if he has traffic on the field, on the bases, can he pitch out of those jams? That will be the key that determines the fate of this game.
And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Well, H, what do they have to do to get the season? Stepping up to the plate, Ramon Russell. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. This is popped up. Dietz is there, 2 down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying. At the plate, Doc Hammond. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. HR visitors here as they take the field after a scoreless top half. Well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matt, they won the game last night, and I talked to the manager earlier, and he just said, you know, we executed it, and if we can do that, we'll be a consistent team, and we'll win games.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
That ball's way out of the zone. He's got to set the side slower. You're looking fastball. I like that, but make him get the ball down. They'll never catch up to it up there.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. The throw to the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Well, we weren't sure what kind of offense we were going to see tonight. They only scored 1 run in their last game. Already with that hit right there, an RBI hit in the first inning, the offense is alive and kicking.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario, took an 0-for-4 in the victory last night.
Jeimer Candelario.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. He's running towards second. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. McDaniel is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. It's a run on 2 hits. 1. Stepping in, Houston Donahue. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Moving under it, Hammond makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Doc Hammond.
Center fielder, Doc Hammond.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Matt, it looks like he was sitting there getting ready to jump on the first pitch fastball, and they pulled the string on him and threw him a changeup and just got him out front. Now I don't know what he's thinking up there at the plate or what he might be looking for. He could be pretty confused right now.
And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And this one gets away. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Line to the right side. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this one looked like it was...
Striding into the box, Lester McLuhan.
Lester McLuhan.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. Striding in once again, Chad Goff. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Goff.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base. Digging in and looking for more, Kevin Ilez. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hammond is in his tracks now. As he puts this one away, the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. Last half of the 5th coming up. Ready once again, Doc Hammond.
Center fielder, Doc Hammond.
Fouled back.
That's a nice pitch. A fastball in that jams him. And now you go back outside. You know he's got to protect inside. You go back outside to try to get the out.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2.
He's right on that breaking ball. That's pretty good timing right there, especially falling up after a fastball.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And that's in there, base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Digging in to try it again, Jeimer Candelario. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. He's set. Here's the 3-1. And he looks at one that misses, ball 4. So that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with 1 away. Ready for another shot now, Kevin Smith. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Kevin Smith.
3-0 count. Here it comes. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. Ready for another chance. Steve Garcia. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Garcia.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. McDaniel has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And they get the double play at third. So 1 run on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 left.
Leading off for Montgomery.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Danny Bromberg. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Hammond going back on it at the track.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this.
Stepping in, Ramon Russell. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Ramon Russell.
And he swings and lifts an easy fly ball into shallow center field. Hammond is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Dana Eveland gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Doc Hammond will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th. The tag, and he is out at second. Digging in once again, Edgar Castillo. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game. The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the... Coming to the plate now, Doc Hammond. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And the pitch. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
3-0 now.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Slapped hard the opposite way. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. He's around first, heading for 2. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Loved the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
Batting fifth.
Digging in the switch hitter, Steve Garcia comes off an 0 for ball game. And now the runner's trying for third. Taken for strike 3, the throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw. Standing in, Brooklyn Bridges. And he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. And here's a ball hit in the air. Dietz takes charge out there and trying to pick things up where he left off. Doc Hammond. Here's the first pitch to him. Dribbled to the right side. That winds up foul. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We played 4 full, and we are tied 0-0. Settling in now, Chad Goff. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Chad Goff.
First and second now, 1 man out.
Hey, ground ball right now. Let's go.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Hammond moving in. He can't get there as it falls in. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
RBI base hit here in the 5th inning. That's the first one.
Into the box, Ramon Russell. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 1 run. Stepping into the box, Edgar Castillo. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Digging in, Danny Bromberg. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And now the second pitch of the inning is popped up over on the left side of the infield. Ito is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out. Now at the plate, Doc Hammond. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Hey, see you drive it. Let's go, big dog.
0-1. Here's the pitch.
Nope,
1-1.
Come on. Let it fly right here.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. Right side hit hard. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that puts the tying run at second and the go-ahead run at first base. If you can get that knock or get that guy in from first base, you know you've got a chance with that bullpen to hold it up.
So stepping in, Steve Garcia. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Hey, it's your pitch,
Garcia.
Here we go, baby. Hey, let's go, big fella.
And a step off.
Oh, baby. It's your pitch up there. Wait for a good one, huh? Here you go. See that? Let it fly.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So striding forward now, Leonardo Blanco, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2. At the plate, Robert Sample, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Let's go. Come on, big guy.
Now he'll step off.
Right back up the box. Let's go. Hey, let her rip. Let her rip. See you driving.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. Molina is on his way home, but not in time. And just like that, this ball game is tied.
I love the late inning at bats when you come up clutch right there. Big hit, tie this game.
Right fielder number 33.
Ready now, Bill Lingo. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Hit hard on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. But the tying run has come across here as we're set up for it. Into the box now, Doc Hammond. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And this is fouled at the plate.
Come on now. What's that right here?
The windup and the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. 1-1. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. On to first, and there were 2 down. Stepping into the box, Doc Hammond. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest.
Hammond.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Whoa, he tried to end it right there. One big swing here in this extra inning game.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. In the air now out to left field. McDaniel is there. 1 down. Now in the box, Derek
Now batting,
Martin.
The first baseman, Derek Martin.
Oh, high, deep.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and predict we won't see another home run that long all season. Yeah, that's a sweet win, especially on the road. They took the lead in the top of the 13th and held on to it in the bottom to secure.
It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with it. Striding in, Danny Bromberg.
Second baseman, Danny Bromberg.
Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into center, so the first 2 have reached here to start the second.
That's a nice controlled 2-strike approach. You cut your swing down, and all you want to do is see the ball and hit it.
So striding in,
Leading
Doc
off for
Hammond.
Tennessee.
On the season, he's
Center
hitting just
fielder,
over 290
Doc
coming into action
Hammond.
here. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
Hey, good one up there, huh?
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first 2 swings. Big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit and try to put that ball in play.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Hey, get your pitch up there.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's another 1-2. And a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1.
All right, here's how the visitors.
Digging in, Brooklyn
Now batting.
Bridges. 0 for 1
Number
for him here in this
55.
one. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hammond moves over, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 hit. No errors. Now at the plate, Kevin
The first
Elez.
baseman, number 22, Kevin Elez.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that is through into center field. A base hit. 1 run scores, and the run is in to score from second. It's a 6-0 ball game. In now, Doc
Now batting.
Hammond comes
Center
into this
fielder,
at bat 0 for
Doc
1 in the ball game.
Hammond.
Hey, see it and rip it up there, kids. See it
From the
and
stretch.
rip it.
A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
If you're able to locate your fastball like that, you're going to have a good game. I'm not surprised to look up and say he's having a good game right now because he's been spotting that fastball pretty good most of the game.
0-1 count. Here it comes. In the dirt here. And they got him. Boy, his feet were stuck in the mud there. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
This is one of those rare hitters counts we've seen in this game. They're just having a difficult time getting it going.
Let's go.
Here it is on 3-1. In the air out toward right field. Jenkins on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down. Digging in now, Doc
Now
Hammond. He's 0
Center
for 2
fielder,
with a strikeout in
Doc
this one.
Hammond.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. Smith Rounds the corner and is headed home. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's a 6-1 game. The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Ready for another shot now. Tyler Michaud. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Get your pick on.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field. And this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. Digging in to try it again. Lester McLuhan.
Lester McLuhan
comes set. Now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Dietz has got it, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. On now to the bottom of it. Digging in and looking for more, Doc Hammond. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
The 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. A runner at first with no outs here.
Let's go.
And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now.
Hey, drive him in. We need you right here.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time.
Hey, looking good, looking good.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Soft liner to the right side. 1 away.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
First for the victorious Montgomery.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Coming to the plate now, Doc Hammond. He's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. Popped high in the air. Calling for it, Martin. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Striding in once again, Edgar Castillo. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third.
Castillo.
Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Ready for another chance? Jonas Perez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Oh, and he goes down to get the curveball there and gets a lot of it. And he got more than enough of it, in fact. This one is gone. A home run.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way.
Digging in the switch hitter, Doc Hammond. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Doc Hammond.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Well, he's pitching really good in this game, and the fastball location has been the key. That pitch right there is indicative of the game. Down low, hits a spot. That's what he's been doing with the fastball basically the whole game.
Jenkins. Digging in once again, Ramon Russell. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Ramon Russell.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
Had him on the ropes, 2 strikes, made a great pitch. It just didn't work out for him.
Ready once again, Doc Hammond. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Goff moves over. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So stepping in, Doc Hammond. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Now the 0-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul.
Wait for a good one. Try it, kid. Right here.
Another try at 2-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
Here we go.
Now another 2-2. And we'll see another pitch here as this ball's chopped foul at home plate. And a big pitch coming here late, so he'll step out and ask for time.
See you drive it, kid. See you drive it.
Another 2-2 offering. Now a swing and a ball hit high and deep down the line in left. And this ball is a home run.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't. Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
Welcome to MLB The Show in this presentation of minor league baseball. Now at the plate, Doc Hammond. He went deep in the contest last night. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Harold, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field here tonight in the bottom of the first. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, I mean, I'm impressed how they're playing on the road. They're 3-1 on this road trip, and they're putting it together. If they continue to keep it running like this, we're looking at a really good ball club.
And a bunt attempt misses, and we'll see how they play it down 0-2.
Well, Matt, this is a situation in last night's game. They didn't do a very good job driving in runs. Now, in this game, you capitalize on it. You grow from your mistakes and be able to come back and deliver in this one here.
Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Wow, a perfect.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ramon Russell. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Russell.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And he can't track it down as this ball falls. In to score the runner from second. In to score is the runner from first. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Striding in, Danny Bromberg, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through into center field, base hit. And is digging for the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
Well, nothing flashy about this base hit, just a simple ground ball up the middle, but the one thing.
Now at the plate, Doc Hammond. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far.
Hammond.
Here comes the first pitch. Way in front of that fastball.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how two-out rallies start.
That is a filthy combination. High 90s with the fastball, and then that nasty curveball. It's almost unhittable, almost unfair to the hitter.
Get your pitch and drive it, kid. Here you go.
The next 0-2. Way outside. 1-2.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Here we go.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Misses. Ball 2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last two were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
See it. Drive it right here. Come on, Biggie.
Here's the 2-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Hit out towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs on 2 hits. Stepping in, Kevin Ilez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hammond moving to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So striding in, Lester McLuhan, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Now the pitch. This is it. But he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And he'll pull in there with a 1-out double.
That's how quickly things can change in this crazy game.
Digging in, Doc Hammond. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Doc Hammond
sends that one out of play for strike 1.
See it. Drive it. Come on, kid.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Now another 0-2. And he struck him out. Stepping up now, Ramon Russell. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Ramon Russell.
Hit the... And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Digging hard. He's headed for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
And this is what good.
Now in the box, Danny Bromberg. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. Play. This is down and into the gap. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Now batting, Doc Hammond. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And they start him out away with a called strike. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. A wave and a miss.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Here comes another 0-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
2 straight. Hey, get a good one.
The 1-2 pitch. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. McLuhan finds it, and the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning.
Here now is our final line.
A player is called to question by his manager on his recent base running performance. The player's been caught stealing a number of times recently. Essentially, a red light is being issued here.